Good morning, how are we? Let me hold it over here actually so you can see my face. There we go. Hello. Thanks for tuning into another video. So today, what are we doing? You already know because you can tell by the title and the thumbnail. So I'm going to be spending the majority of my day up here. This is my little DIY area in my house. We're in the loft room. Check out the lovely wallpaper actually. Let's not spend too much time talking about the wallpaper. So what are we doing in this video? What are you getting up to, Sean? You guys know me, right? For getting up to kind of DIY stuff, whether it's painting, customizing trainers, making t-shirts, and doing various other arty stuff, I guess. So, Cricut noticed what I get up to, and they asked me if I wanted to make a video about one of their machines. So Cricut are sponsoring this video today, and I'm over the moon about it because it couldn't be more of a perfect collaboration. I am going to be talking about the Cricut Maker 3, which is the machine behind me. And the idea for today's video is that I'm going to be kind of upcycling some of the older, more tired pieces of clothing that I have in my wardrobe. It's a good idea to show you what I've been up to first, so I can show you kind of what I'm utilizing the machine for whilst I'm not creating or designing things for pieces of clothing. Yeah, let's start there. I think that's a good idea, and then whilst I'm doing that, I can talk you through the capabilities of the machine, what it does, what it's used for, what you can use it for, and then we can get upcycling. How does that sound? Let's do it. Behind the scenes from these videos and stuff, I've been crunching down on my art practice, and this is one of the things that I was inspired to make from some of the artwork I've been making. So that's one of the pieces on the front, and then my collection QR code is on the back, but that's a t-shirt that I made using the Maker 3 with the smart iron-on vinyl. And that is a technique that we're going to be doing later on. So we have lots of colours. The other thing that I use the machine for is I've been using it to plot out some of my digital artworks. This is going to get very complicated without trying to mind boggle you into understanding what I've been getting up to. But basically I've been making a lot of digital art. I did a collaboration with one of my friends. I asked my friend if they would send me one of their songs, and they did. And what I did with the song was I was able to, this is the technical bit, extract the frequency from the audio and then make a visual representation of that audio. So this is the program. Why aren't you working? Come on, internet. Don't let me down now. Oh, here we go. Basically, that's the song playing in the background, and as the song plays, it's creating a visual representation of the song. I'm not going to go into it too deep, but this is one of the projects that I've been using the machine for. Once the song was completed, this was the visual representation of it. I then ran it through the Cricut Design Studio, and I was able to plot the artwork onto paper. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this. Let me insert a clip now so you can see how I made these. Basically, I'm able to interchange different pen colours, different pen styles into the machine, and then it will plot out what I'm feeding through it. And I made 3 variations of the same artwork. I did a blue one, I did a yellow one, and I also did a red one. So that's the kind of like experiment that I did with my art stuff. I was really happy with it, and how cool that that is a visual representation of my friend's song. That's 2 things. I showed you a t-shirt I made, and I also showed you the artwork. So I'm having so much fun doing that. What else? What else is in my box of tricks? Got different sizes of the grip pads, because this machine can actually cut up to something like 12 feet long worth of roll. I've seen people do some crazy things with cutting vinyls. Essentially, I could, if I had the time, I could have cut all these different floral shape patterns out and stuck them on the wall. I've seen lots of people get up to cool stuff doing murals and things. I'll be linking examples, information, some really cool like video tutorials and stuff in the description for you to go check out, so don't miss out on those if you're interested. I'll try and find some really cool examples of people doing different things with the Maker 3, so you'll find them in the description. But today we are going to be upcycling some old tired pieces, hopefully not too tired, from my wardrobe. Right, what are we saying? Ta-da! Can't do anything on that, that's my nice top. That could do with a little revamp. Really need to iron my clothes. Stick with these for now. So having a little play around with my I'm sorry, I can't take myself seriously. Look at what I'm using as a desk right now. The fluffy stool. I've come up with this concept. GM stands for good morning. I'm having a little play around with the idea, basically making my own text, and then I've kind of started to get creative with this border, which I think might look quite cool. So yeah, I'm doing that. Let's see how we get on, and then we can get cutting. Before I launch the app and before I import my design, I wanted to take you through a few of the features that this machine does. Obviously, I've told you about plotting and stuff. I wanted to get the Maker 3 for a few reasons. One being which, it's the most versatile machine of the range. It cuts over 300 plus different types of materials. I'm not going to be able to list all of them off, but a few of those would be like the card that you saw that I was plotting on, and the vinyl that we're going to be cutting in a second. It cuts things like leather, it also embosses things, but also balsa wood. You can cut balsa wood. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you saw or might have seen me make that huge spider out of huge pieces of wood, and I was using a jigsaw and cutting it out by hand. But this technically can cut the same shapes out of balsa wood, so I'd be able to make similar things just on a smaller scale, so that's also really cool. It can do a lot of stuff, basically. So the things that I'm talking about, my projects in particular, are what I'm interested about utilising it for, but the scope of what you can create with it is kind of exponential. And Cricut as well, they're always adapting and bringing out new things and features and tools, so even though you have it now, it's not to say that they won't bring out something in the future to kind of even elevate the potential even more. So it is definitely value for money. If you're a business owner or a small business owner, or you're even a hobbyist that likes DIYing, you would not be disappointed with this. I've seen like people cut flower arrangements out of pieces of paper and things like that. So again, you'll find those examples in the description. As you'll be able to see in a minute, once I start importing my design and creating and cutting, it is incredibly easy to use. You literally have one cable to plug it in, that's in the mains, it connects to Wi-Fi, and then you just sync it up via your smart devices by connecting to the Wi-Fi. So it is literally as simple as that. You pull the door down, you push it on button, I'll take you through the loading process and the start process and stuff when we start cutting. But literally at a click of an on button and a pair with Wi-Fi, you're up and running within seconds, basically. Right, let's get started. So I'm gonna use my black long sleeve t-shirt. I think I've already decided in my head, whilst I've been doing this, that I'm gonna use the white Smart Iron-On heat transfer vinyl. So I've got that. Got my image loaded. I can show you really quickly. That is the design which I have done. It's very, very handy to have this in app. Basically, you're kind of getting rid, what I'm doing now is I'm getting rid of all the shapes that I don't want the machine to cut. And I think this is one of the best things about that app. Is that it's so easy to just kind of quickly flick through. I've made quite a complex one, so if you made like a smiley face or something, obviously it would take you a lot less time. It understands what I want it to cut out. That's what it looks like, and these little things down the bottom de-speckle, so you can refine your cut if you wanted to, or smooth it all out. That's what this is doing, but I'm kind of liking that rigid look, so I'm going to keep it exactly how it is, and we're almost ready to cut. put my design into the canvas. I've scaled it to what the size I want it to be. I've decided this is going to be the big one, hence why I've cut out a big square, stuck it on the sticky mat, and yeah, so this is going to go on the back of the t-shirt. I've sized it so it should fill roughly just under 30 centimeters, which is essentially what this is. And then let's make it tiny bit smaller. So we're going 25, 25. I'm cutting on a mat. So again, this app is such a great kind of user-friendly interface. It is very, very simple to navigate. It's super easy. That's a visual representation of the size of the mat. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's good. Should we go a little bit bigger? And then make it a teeny bit bigger. So we are using Smart Iron On. Yes, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And now it's asking me to load. And all I have to do is click bang, and it's loading my mat for me. Ready to push the magic button? Cut, bang. Just a quick kind of in real life action of it. I think this new generation of Cricut Maker 3 is twice as fast as the old generation, hence why it's pretty much almost finished within a couple of minutes, not even. Now I just need to grab my weeding tool out of here, get these little things, these are quite handy. I'm going to start a time lapse because we're quite a way into the video now and I just need to get busy weeding the excess vinyl off so it will print. You'll see that when I'm finished with it, but then I need to resize this design a few times and then cut out a few more of them for the sleeves to see how we get on with that. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse. All my designs, so I'm really happy. That's the big bad boy that's going to go on the back. I'm going to lay them out and I'm going to set up the Cricut Easy Press 2, which comes in this handy little bag. So this is what I will be using to apply heat to the transfer stick on my t-shirt. I'm back this bad boy. This is going to look good, you know. We're almost there. Come on. Nearly there. There we go. Did you hear that beep? Poppy's come down, she's helping me film the last bit because
I've not seen anything, but these look sick.
They're looking cool, aren't they?
You've just done that now.
Earlier on I said that I had to flip the design. Now you understand why I had to flip it though. Because it cut like that and then I'm flipping it onto my t-shirt like that. So that's exactly how I want it to look. Get that close up, yeah? Dun 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 dun. Ready?
Yeah.
We have to do this in sections, but let's
Sydney, get down.
Nearly. Started that a little bit early.
Nearly there.
10.
3.
Be a big back piece.
2, 1.
Beep. Right, ready?
The grammar
Get in
bell.
there for that peel.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is so cool.
Sorry about that.
That is so cool.
It's just a fashion designer now.
That's so quick.
It's cool, isn't it? I drew that out on my iPad.
I love it.
Okay, last one from the sleeve. Oh!
You happy with it?
I am, yeah. Really happy.
I love the little sleeve ones.
They're cool, aren't they?
You're going to make me not the sleeve, a top?
I'll make you a top. Have you got anything you want me to upcycle? Have you?
I mean, yeah, I've got so much stuff.
I'll make you something. Okay. I could do a really cool sun or a moon or something on the back of a t-shirt.
Alright
That'd
then.
be quite cool.
Go on then.
Bursting with ideas. it. This is the end of the video. I am done. I thought I'd have time to do that other t-shirt I pulled out of the wardrobe, but I think I put all my eggs into one basket with this t-shirt, but I'm happy I did, because yeah, it was a bit of an adventurous decision to make, but I'm really happy. And I now have pretty much a brand new t-shirt. So yeah, win-win. I'll be putting all the relevant links to the Cricut Maker 3 in the description, like I've said, as well as trailers and other information that I think is really, really useful for you guys to know if you're into it. I'll also be leaving them down there. So also reach out to me on social media or leave me a comment if you have any questions about it. I can't recommend it anymore if you're into this kind of thing. So yeah, thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring this video as well. It was a really, really fun one to do, so I'm really happy with the collaboration. On that note, I'll be seeing you real soon in another video. Peace.